The Pantaloon Tollbooth, a book review. Milo was a young boy who lived in San Francisco in the States. He lacked for nothing. Being an only child at home, he was surrounded by all sorts of expensive toys. In school, too, there was nothing but he could complain about. But Milo was bored. Nothing really interested him. He thought of everything as a waste of time and school as the greatest waste of time of all. Poor Milo, there's nothing for me to do. Nowhere I did care to go, and hardly anything worth seeing. He thought you must have guessed by now that Milo belonged to an old age when TV, video games, and computer were not invented. But on one long afternoon, like any other, Milo suddenly received a huge parcel with a bright blue envelope attached to one side. The envelope was addressed for him, for Milo, who has plenty of time. Wouldn't you be surprised if something like this happened to you? So was Milo. I don't think it's my birthday, he puzzled, and Christmas must be months away, and I haven't been outstandingly good or even good at all. Milo was an honest boy, so he admitted the last bit of himself. He couldn't return the parcel. There was no sender's address on it. So, just in order to be polite, Melo decided to open the envelope. One genie turnpike tool booth. It was written inside, easily assembled at home and for use by those who have never traveled in lands beyond. Like you, Melo was also introduced by the words lands beyond. There was also a list of the contents of the parcel it contained. One genie turnpike tall booth to be erected according to direction. 3. Perpetuity signs to be used in the perpetuity fashion. Asserted coins for using in paying tolls. 1. Map up to be date and carefully drawn by master cartographs depicting natural and man-made feature. One book of rules and traffic regulation which may not be bent or broken, and in smaller letters at the bottom it concluded results are not graduated, but if not perfectly satisfied your waste time will be refound. Because Melo had nothing else to do, he followed the direction and erected the tool booth. It was a proper booth with windows and a roof and a coin box. What's the use? Thought Milo. There was no highway attached to the booth. Nevertheless, Milo set up the perpetuity sign, unfolded the map, and chose a destination. He chose it at the random because he had never heard of any places shown on the map, and so was as good as any other. Melo was not sure that this new game would turn out to be interesting. However, he sat in his toy car, approached the booth, paid the toll with the coins, and drove past the toll booth. When he looked back, oh wonder of wonders, the tool booth had disappeared along with Milo's room and even his house. He found himself speeding down a highway into an unknown territory. What happened next is the story of Norman Juster novel, The Pantaloon Toolbook. Through Milo didn't know it then, he had begun his journey in the land of expectation. He was in kingdom of wisdom. He had many adventures there. He had to rescue the Prince Rhythm and Reason from Castle of Air. Was he successful in his mission? Who were the strange people and creatures he met there? What happened to the tool booth? Did Milo see it again? Milo find his life interesting later on. You must read the novel to find it out. The novel The Pantaloon Toolbook was written more than 500 years ago, but it continues to be a classic of all children's literature. It is a fancy, but it is an important message for children all over the world. It has helped them to look at their school and studies in new light.